Hi, welcome to Calm Down with James Eade. I'm James Eade, and why would I have a show about calming down? Well, it seems to me that we're all pretty much uptight right now. There's a lot of things, a lot of anxiety that's going around, and it seems like we can't have civilized conversations. We can't agree to disagree anymore. So I think we all need to calm down. This is especially true of people that are in recovery from addictions, and addictions is a plague that's sweeping across the country, and we can't talk about it. There's shame and blame to go around, and this show is going to help try to remove the sense of shame. If you've stumbled into addiction, you know, it's not always something that you can blame yourself or someone else for. It may be just one of those things that happens and you have to accept it, but you can recover. It doesn't matter how far down you've gone, you can recover. And, I'm doing the show out of a sense of altruism. I'm such a nice person, but I really want you to buy this book too, Freedom. Freedom is the story of my struggle with addiction and my struggle to recover from it. Because when I was young, my twin companions, my imaginary companions, were alienation and estrangement. And as I got older, I was still riddled with anxiety. And the way I dealt with it was the only way I knew, just to force my way through it, soldier on, fight through it. That's what I was taught to do. That's what I did. And I was largely successful. Lived in a nice place, drove a nice car, wore a suit and tie to work every day, had a nice compensation. Everything looking outside in was good, and looking inside out, not so good. So I self medicated, and I got to the point where I could no longer cope with what foreign substances were doing to my body. And I had to enter recovery, whether I wanted to or not. I had to. It was that or die. And the choice was pretty clear. My doctor told me that if I didn't get into recovery, I was going to die. And when he saw the expression on my face, he added, "I don't mean eventually." And so that got my attention, and I got into recovery. And I found that there are many ways to recover. And there are many ways, many programs that people use. And to find the one that works for you is the most important. And to find the ways you can calm yourself down, what works for you is most important. What works for me may not work for you, and what works for you may not work for me. But finding what works for you, finding what calms you down, that's the key. And when you get agitated, anxious, as I do probably on a daily basis, almost certainly I haven't strung the 24 hours together without feeling anxious or some sort of upset, angry, agitated, something that is disturbing me, something that I can't stand, only I can stand it. Because one of the things I've been taught is that feelings are not permanent, they pass. And this impermanence is a great comfort to me because even though I can feel like, if I don't change the way I feel, my head's going to explode. My head has never exploded and it probably never will. And so, I know now if I just wait, if I pause, if I take a deep breath in and out, I can feel calm. I can feel better because the body can calm the mind and the mind can calm the body. And so this is one of the tools and techniques. It's outlined in the book that I wrote, Freedom. And it's also outlined in many different programs. They have different ways, tools, and techniques, and you can learn. If you don't already have a technique, you can learn one to use, a tool that you do. You learn it before you get anxious, because once you get anxious, it's a little too late. I've never been able to make a good decision and calm myself down if I'm already agitated. But if I have the tool in my pocket and I realize I become aware that I'm agitated, I can pull that tool out and use it. And for me, it's deep breathing. It seems to be working for me on a daily basis. And I also have spiritual rituals that I do. I won't bore you with all of those, but I do them every morning so I can get calm, find peace and serenity first thing in the morning. And then I have the confidence, no matter how I feel, how wound up I get later in the day, I know that I can recover that sense of calmness, of peace, of serenity, because I already did it that day. So this is a show about learning the tools and techniques. And it's not dismissing the things that agitate you, that anger you, that get you upset, that wind you up. It's basically saying these things are going to exist, they're going to happen. You're going to be faced with these things and you're going to get agitated. I'm not a saint. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I don't remain calm 24/7. No way. But I have the tools and techniques that when I do get anxious, when I do get agitated, when I do get angry, and I become aware of it, I can use one of the tools that has been taught to me. I didn't make these up. I was taught to them. I had to be open enough to listen to what people were telling me, and to do a trial and error. Try it. Be open to trying something. See if it works. And don't give up on the first try. Keep trying. Give it the old college try. Try until you know it's either working or it isn't. If it's not working, discard it. If it is working, keep it. It's not rocket science, but we haven't been taught how to calm down. We haven't been taught how to recover. So this is a show that's dedicated to calming ourselves down because it's going to be a gift we give to each other and to all those in our sphere of influence. So stick around for the next segment of Calm Down with James Eade, and thank you for tuning in.